Hi guys, welcome to another video. If this is your first time here, my name is Sammy and I make videos on motherhood, lifestyle, organization, cook with me, you name it. Today's video I'm so excited for. It's taken me a little bit longer than I wanted to film it since I'm pregnant. I've been so exhausted and nauseous and just not feeling the best, so I've definitely pushed this off. But nonetheless, I'm super excited because today's video is actually a collab. I'm collabing with Julia Zuniga, and she is just a phenomenal YouTuber. She is a mama. She also is a at-home guru. So she does her own hair at home. She's dyed her eyebrows. She does a lot of skin routines, makeup. She does some spooky time paranormal videos. She's just a really cool, down-to-earth girl, so don't forget to check out her video and her channel and subscribe to her. And if you go see her video, go ahead and leave her a comment and let her know that I sent you there, and I'll leave all her information down below. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So where do I even start? So none of these are going to be in any particular order, and my use for them ranges. Some of these items I got a lot of use for them in early infancy, others a little bit further down the line, some across the board. But I just thought it would be helpful to know what items would be great to put on your baby registry. I know every baby and parent is different, so what has worked for me and Mason may not work for you and your little one, but nonetheless, I wanted to put it out there so you have this information and you can do as you will with it. I'll just go ahead and knock these bad boys out. So I have this Boppy. So I actually have two Boppies here. This first one was very useful for breastfeeding because you're able to prop it around your body here and then set your baby. So it gives you a little bit more security when you're holding the baby, and it gives like kind of like a rest, so you're not just like using all your muscle and like getting sore, because breastfeeding it can be a workout. So I really enjoyed this, not only for breastfeeding but also for, you know, tummy time or sitting Mason in here as he got a little bit older and had more control over his neck. We're able to prop him in here and kind of sit this against like the couch, and that helped him sit up. We were also just able to like lay it there and have him sit, so have his head here and his little body here, but it was still very comfortable for him. One thing that I really do love about this is these cases are interchangeable and you can wash them if they get dirty. So we have this one where it has anchors and whales, and then we also have this one where it's elephants and stripes. The next Boppy that we have was super helpful as well, because this is one that we were able just to kind of use as a place for him to lay when he wasn't sleeping. So this was nice too when if we were sitting out on the couch, you know, just hanging out, he was able to sit here and hang out without necessarily being in arms. Because I don't know about you guys, but there was times where Mason was just over being in arms and he was like, put me down. So this Boppy here, I want to say we used until he was about 6 months old. And this Boppy here, we used it until he was about 4 months old. He started moving a lot at that time, so it wasn't something that he was really comfortable in because he wanted to do more than just lay there. So this next item was super helpful for nighttime feedings and diaper changes. It's a baby nightlight, and here all you do, so it does have like an outlet that you can plug it in and charge the battery, but you just tap it twice to turn on, and then you do a long hold down and it gets brighter, and then again hold it down and it dims. So you're able to control the lighting in the room, which was very helpful because, you know, when it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, the last thing you want is for your baby to fully wake up when you're just doing a nightly feeding or changing their diapers. So it was very helpful just to have this on the side of the nightstand to turn on when I need to change his diaper. And speaking of changing diapers, this onesie, or these types of onesie, the style where the zipper is on the bottom and you zip it up, was also so helpful because you're able just to, you know, zip it up until here, pull out the little legs, change the diaper, and then zip it back closed. The zippers that are up here, you know, zip down. In my experience, those ones tend to wake Mason up because I was exposing his whole little body. Being able to control what part of his body I needed access to was extremely helpful. And he wore these until he was about 6 months old. And after that, honestly, well, one, he wasn't like a big fan of wearing clothes to bed. And two, he just grew so much that I would buy him onesies, and then especially when they have the footed in, they just wouldn't fit him anymore. Like seriously, they would last like 2 weeks. So at that point I was like, it's not even worth buying them anymore. Another thing that was super helpful for me, since he was formula fed and I gave him breast milk, but since he was formula fed but because he was formula fed, this formula dispenser, it just was so handy. It came in handy for when you're on the go or just when you're setting up the day, because I work from home and so Mason also stays home, and we still use this until this day. So I'm able to prepare my day and at least have 3 bottles prepared for him. And I believe these hold up to 9 ounces of formula. So you just, you know, pull off the top here, put formula in each one, and put the top on. And then when you're ready to dispense it, you just open this little section here and then pour the formula into the bottle. The next thing is this caddy. So it has a slot and it came with this changing pad. So you're able to use this on the go. And then it has these 2 sections here. So in the caddy, I put wipies and diapers, and then any other essentials. So the nail file, and then I had like this nose Frida here, which I'll talk about that in a second. And then, so obviously this has changed as he's gotten older, but I would just put things that make sense. So, you know, putting my formula dispenser in a couple bottles here, that helped a lot. Now this next item was actually recommended to me by my friend Nancy. When it comes to cutting babies' nails, it's very intimidating. They grow so fast. They're still also very brittle, but sharp at the same time. And using a nail clipper just doesn't work, or at least it didn't work for me. So I got this electric nail file. And it comes with a couple different file sizes, and it also does come with replaceables too. So it goes by age range, so from very newborn up until they get older, and even includes some adult sizes. It's completely battery operated, and you can control the speeds of it, and it goes to the left and also goes to the right. And then when you turn it on, it has this little flashlight here. So if you're doing it in a location that doesn't have the best lighting, this thing got your back. This certainly made cutting his nails so comfortable. We're not using it as much now just because his nails, they're getting a little bit more thicker. So it takes a little bit longer to use this, and you know, he's almost a year old, so he's like, I got places to go, Mom, speed this up. So now I feel a lot more comfortable just using nail clips, and especially because he just sits there and hangs out while I do that. The next item we've been using since he got his first bath. It's this water dispenser. And the one thing that I like the most about this, it has this rubber silicone piece here, so you're able to control and guide where the water falls. So if you put it up against the baby's head and, you know, put it right behind the ear, it will go everywhere else but into the baby's ear. So that's been super helpful. The next item is going to be this nose Frida. It's removable here, so you're able for easy cleaning. It comes with filters, so you're able to switch this out and it just pops back in place that way. This was so helpful when Mason got his first cold. He's only gotten sick once, thank gosh. That was so horrible when he got sick. He was about 5 months old when he got a cold, and his whole nose was just congested and full of boogers. So with this, I was able to clear it out, you know, just put it in the baby's nose, and you suck everything out, and because of that filter, it stops anything from going into this little straw hose type thing, so you don't have to worry about the boogers going into your mouth. But this was so helpful, and you know, you just feel so bad when your baby's sick, so being able to relieve some of that congestion was so comforting. The last thing I want to share, it doesn't have to be something exactly like this, but it's like some type of rocker or swing. So here, and this was something that we didn't even put on our registry, and it was just gifted to us, and I'm so thankful because I didn't even think of putting something like this on my registry. It was so helpful when he started getting older and he wanted to be by himself, but he didn't have the whole crawling thing down, so we're able to sit him in, and there's little straps here. There is also another piece that goes around that has 2 rattles that go around in circles. I just don't know where that piece is at right now. But that also helped him, you know, with his motor skills and be able to hit things and, you know, occupy him, especially when I was working. So this was very handy and helpful. It's not electronic, so I did have to manually put my foot on there and rock it. I think with this next child, I will get something, or I will invest in a swing or a rocker that is electronic, just because I definitely saw how it soothed him. He's fallen asleep on here and taken so many naps just from that comfort. I think also because he was strapped in, you know, he felt the brace of something of holding him, so it was able to keep him sitting down. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out Julia's video. Again, I'll leave the link down below. If you check it out, leave her a comment, let her know I sent you, and also subscribe to her. You will not regret it. And as always, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment down below, and let me know of any items that you found helpful, that maybe if you do have more kids that were helpful the first time around but not so much the second time around, or that you found helpful the second time around that wasn't helpful the first time around, or just a completely new item that you use with your new baby. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you around, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.